The vibes were immaculate earlier. We're flat now. We should have recorded beforehand. I told you.
Should we do some star jumps really quick and just film it? Do some...
Hey, guys. I don't want to talk about my coronavirus.
Oh no! I didn't inhale that whole time. Oh my gosh. See, I really don't want to talk about that. Please don't make me talk about it.
It's just fucking boring. I was sick. That's it. Oh my god.
I didn't even make you either. I literally didn't. That was all you. It's because I was giving you nothing. I was giving you absolutely nothing to work with.
Do you know, it's like, do you know when you're on like a date? Maybe not you. Do you know when you're on like a date?
No.
Okay.
Just say it anyways.
And you're like talking about something. And you're talking about something. And halfway through the conversation, two situations. One, you're like, God, this person hates me. You know, you're like, you're not vibing. This is not the conversation. Everything is wrong.
Yes.
And
sometimes that happens while we film, hey?
Thanks.
You're welcome.
And then the second situation is like you're halfway through a story and you're like, this isn't as funny as I thought it was going to be.
But you know what I do?
What?
As I go, I do this, I go, I need to tell you something. I need to tell you. So basically this man. And then I spend the whole conversation laughing at myself, and then I get to the part that I think was really funny and I can't get it out. And then I manage to get it out and everyone's just like, when that happens, I want the earth to swallow me whole and like put me in a meat mincer. Like put me in a... I hate when that happens because I think that is so funny and I want to share that with people and then they look at me like I'm a nut job.
You're crazy.
Nina had coronavirus and she wants to talk about it really badly.
I want to do nothing less. I'm going to pee my pants though, that was funny.
Anyways, welcome back guys.
Oh yeah.
Episode 11 of the Bestie Please pod.
Crazy! We have lots to talk about today.
We have a lot to talk about.
There's a list.
So excited to talk about the big thing.
The big thing?
The big thing, which is that I've just come back from the Eras tour.
Yep.
And if you are a subscriber of the Bestie Please podcast, you know that in episode 4 of season 1, I really heavily went into the depth and the lore that is Taylor Swift and tried to give Miss Ma'am over here an education. An education, pretty much.
Yeah.
I am a Swiftie.
Diehard
Swiftie. I will stand by anything that Taylor Swift does ever. I love her music. I love her as a person and as a businesswoman. Mad respect for her. Love her. So I went into the trenches that was the Ticketek.
Yeah, that was an ordeal.
Thing. Was so blessed to get tickets. My sisters also got tickets after a bit of an ordeal as well, so it was so for the same night as well. So that was just like
luck.
Very, very lucky, very fortunate.
Luck.
There were so many people who missed out on those tickets, so I'm honestly just like
honoured.
So honoured and to be a part of that experience because that was just that concert was honestly life-changing. Yeah. It was just such a feel-good time. I had the best time, best concert I've ever been to, production-wise, the whole experience. The people were just, like, everyone you saw was dressed to the nines. Like, they were just so into it. Trading bracelets, like, the whole thing. My favourite thing, I think, was seeing all the little girls.
Yeah.
Seeing all the little girls in their little Taylor Swift get-ups, with their little cowgirl boots and their hats and their merch and bracelets. It was just like, I just looked at them and I was just like, you're the next generation. Aww. And you're being raised by a Swiftie.
Yeah.
And also by Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Like, such a heavy influence. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. the concert was just amazing. I went with some girls from work, and I went with someone who's been my best friend for like more than 10 years. So that was just so lovely. And I will never be the same again.
Yeah.
It was
a different person.
phenomenal. Favourite songs to hear live? Borderline. Shake It Off.
Shut up.
I know.
I'm really shocked by that.
Me too. I was so shocked. I enjoyed the whole thing.
Of course.
But the vibes, I don't know what it was, but it was just like everyone was just so happy. And everyone else, like, they're happy the whole concert, but everyone, you could see it, like, visibly. Like, you could just see everyone was having a groove. The girls we were with, everyone was having a dance. Like, it was just great. The shoes got kicked off.
Perfect.
It was just so wholesome. So wholesome. Enchanted was up there. Enchanted live was amazing.
That would have been really good.
I loved the whole rep era.
Oh, yeah.
I love Reputation. Cried like a baby. I really genuinely actually thought I wasn't going to cry. I was like, I'm really just going to be that person. No, I was just like, I'm going to be that person who just takes it all in, is just in awe, like just too stunned to speak or anything. And it got to the countdown. So it counts down. There's 2 songs that play before every shit gets real, pretty much.
Yep.
Applause by Lady Gaga.
Oh, I love that song.
That song plays, and then You Don't Own Me.
Oh.
And then the countdown starts. So it's like 2 minutes and 30 seconds or something like that. The clock ticks down, and everyone can watch it tick down. And then You Don't Own Me finishes, and then the show starts. And there's like this beautiful moment where like it goes through all of her eras as different coloured rooms of a house, and she says, like, it's been a long time coming. And I literally just stood there, and I was just, like, holding my phone. I was like... And you can hear me in the back of all these videos, like, hyperventilating. And then she comes out, and you just hear in the back of mine, I'm like, oh, my God! Oh, my God! It was just the best thing ever, and I really want this for you. I want you to feel this so bad. I really do. Like, I just want you.
I don't think I will.
I know. I really don't. I know.
I know.
But it's just.
I know. Look, I took what you said in strides. Is that the saying?
I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like pause. I feel like you need to explain your part of the story, your side of the story right now, like about what you've been doing.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, go for it.
Yeah, like I'm in the middle of talking about it, so maybe if you just waited.
Oh. I mean, you know what? I have been listening to our podcast recently, like re-listening.
Yeah.
And there's so many times where we just like interrupt each other and go, oh, okay, all right, you go. It happens so often.
You think that I interrupt you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But that doesn't mean I don't interrupt you either. I'm not excluding myself from this.
It's a shared responsibility.
Yeah.
No, when I was trying to think.
Okay, go. Sorry, go. Just shut up and say it.
I was taking what you said in strides. I think that's the saying.
Yeah.
And so on that episode, you told me I would really enjoy the albums Folklore and Evermore.
Yes.
So I listened to those albums. Mm-hmm. And then took it upon myself to listen to Midnights, which I had already listened to. I forgot that I did that, because when it came out, everybody was up in arms about it. And I was like, I have to listen to it. Now, what I've done is I've decided I'm going to listen to every album through, starting from debut. And that's what I'm doing at the moment. And so you can follow it along on TikTok.
You can. Yes, you can.
So I'm posting my little reviews there. I've done Debut. I've done Fearless. Speak Now. Red. That's all of them,
Which
right?
is a massive loss. And you've started 1989.
And I've started, I'm like 70% of the way through.
I'm really curious. So you have a playlist that exists.
I do.
With all of the songs you've enjoyed.
I do.
And I would love if we could... Oh, we can't go through it because it's on your phone. Is it a public playlist?
We should do.
Yeah. Do you want to put it on my phone? I would love to see what you have put in.
Sure.
We're back.
We're back.
So, why did you swipe out of it?
I don't know. Because I'm special.
No, I want to look at it. I want to look at it.
Okay.
Okay, so in here we've got an hour and 13.
How many songs in total?
No, do you understand? There's an hour and 13. 13? an
It's
hour and
not that
13
deep.
minutes. No, it is.
It's not that deep.
No, I'm trying to say it's a coincidence for you, but there ain't no coincidences. So, in here we've got Lavender Haze. I knew you liked that one. Mm-hmm. The Great War, I didn't know you liked.
I love that song.
That is very interesting. Bejeweled, classic. There is a thing, I don't think I went into this, but there's this thing with Taylor Swift's writing, and there's like a category of writing styles. She's not actually said this, the Swifties have made this up. But Taylor Swift writes with a quill or a glitter gel pen.
Oh, that's fun.
And there are songs that you can
You
just
could tell.
Bejeweled is
A glitter pen.
a glitter pen, and The Great War is a quill. For
sure.
See?
Yeah.
So then we've got My Tears Ricochet.
Yep.
What would you say that is?
That's a quill.
A quill.
That whole album is a quill.
That whole album's a quill. We've got Seven. That's interesting to me.
Is it?
Yeah. Right Where You Left Me. Interesting to me. That's interesting to me. Forever and Always. Iconic. That's actually in there twice, but you've got the piano version.
I do. So I prefer the piano version over the original.
That's interesting. Fearless. Honestly, one of my favourite Taylor Swift songs is Fearless.
It grew on me. It
love
was
that
one of
song.
those like earworms that I was like, oh, I think I actually like this song.
You got 15. Back to December. Love that song. Never Grow Up. Red. Last Kiss.
Yep.
Come Back, Be Here.
Yep.
And All Too Well, the 10-minute version.
Yep.
Which, that makes me really impressed, the 10-minute version.
So that was another one that grew on me.
You put no 1989 songs in there yet? Or do you wait till you finish?
I wait till I finish.
Okay.
And then I go through. I didn't love it at first, but it was one of those like, again, like earwormy songs. So I was like, I can't get it out of my head.
All Too Well, for me, is just like such a like collage of memories for me. Like when I hear that, I just think back on the so many points in my life where I felt similar things to what she was talking about. Everyone says, well, not everyone, there's a thing on TikTok where someone has said that each line from All Too Well means something different to other people, and you've got that one line that you want to like scream and shout during that song.
I think
that's going really deep into it. Like, if you're very invested.
Here's the thing. I think you and I think of music differently.
Right.
And that's why we almost can't agree on Taylor Swift.
Right.
Because you're so lyric heavy.
Yes.
Whereas for me, that is, like, so secondary.
Right. So what's primary for you?
Just like
the beat, tempo.
Like the melody.
Right.
The melody and the beat and the general vibe.
I think that will grab anyone's attention first.
No, but that's what's important to me.
Yeah.
Like, if you gave me the same song with nonsense lyrics, I would still have the same investment in it.
Interesting. That is so interesting.
Yeah. Whereas for you, I think, like, the lyrics and the storytelling...
It has to mean something to me.
...is so important.
Yeah, I'm very lyrically
like, because every time we talk about Taylor Swift songs, you're like, the lyrics, how it made me feel, what I thought about. Not me.
Interesting. That is so interesting because
Yeah.
that actually is a very good point because Taylor Swift is so praised for her lyrics.
Yeah.
So praised for her lyrics because every single song she's ever written has been self-written.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know it's, like, based on our life and stuff.
Based on her
yeah.
own life. Except for Folklore and Evermore.
Yeah.
That's not based on her life.
But that's why I prefer the piano version of Forever and Always over
the real version.
the original,
Yep.
because the
real one.
fake. Fake. The piano version is fake. It's not real. Because it's prettier to me.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Fair. I don't personally have the same
I know.
feeling, but that's valid.
Yeah.
For you to say.
Thank you.
No, I love Taylor Swift's lyricism. That's a big word. All Too Well is definitely up there for me. I love that song so much. I'd say, should I try and decide what one's my favourite? I have a playlist called, if you want to follow the playlist, you can. It's called 13.
How many Taylor Swift album playlists are called 13?
I don't know, but my name's Lex Branton on Spotify. This playlist goes for, how long do you think it goes for?
14 hours and 35 minutes.
14 hours and 19 minutes.
Shut up!
It's dead set, look.
Unreal.
That's great.
That was close.
Honestly, I feel like I could do this without even looking at it.
Give us your top 3.
Top 3?
Yeah. Because otherwise we'll be here all night.
We will. It's interchangeable, but the one that never changes is All Too Well, the 10-minute version. That never changes.
The other thing is, I feel like with the All Too Well, I had to put in the 10-minute version. I feel like the short version isn't an option. It almost may as well not exist.
I guess. But however, 10 minutes is a big commitment, and I feel like if you don't want to commit to 10 minutes, then the original is completely fine. Wow, they're having a party.
And that's what I'm talking about, melody and tempo.
Yeah.
Alright, top 3, go.
Top 3 would have to be...
Because we got lots of things to talk about.
We do. I'm trying to think what vibe I want to go for, because there's top songs for different vibes. Like, if I want a feel-good vibe, I'll listen to Shake It Off.
Okay. And if you want, like, a mellow vibe?
A mellow vibe, probably, like, August. But there's top 3. Hold on, let me just think about my top 3. I'd say All Too Well, the 10-minute version. Fearless. And New Year's Day. But they're like the ones that never get old for me.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
No matter how many times. But I honestly, like, I really couldn't nail it down to 3.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that.
That's fair.
But there's like a vault. You know about the vaults with Taylor Swift?
No.
Okay, that's fine. We'll skim over that. I've got a bit of a vault in myself that I just won't force myself to listen to these Taylor Swift songs because it's too much.
Oh.
It's too much. There's too emotional, have a deeper meaning, and I really struggle to listen to them without getting upset. I listened to one of them yesterday.
Yeah. To
make a long story short, I had to put my cat down yesterday, which is actually quite a bit, like, I knew it was coming. It was an old cat. But like 30 minutes after it happened, I decided to drive to Kmart and print out a big picture of my cat and frame it to put on our family wall, because that's what's happened to the last dog we lost. We had people bringing us photos. Aww. So we've got a bit of like a collage thing happening with our pets that we used to have. But I got in the car and I shuffled a Taylor Swift playlist. Yeah. And the first song to play is one of the songs I won't listen to, called Soon You'll Get Better. Aww. And it's a very emotional song for me. Yeah. And as I was driving, I was feeling the emotions, stopped at a red light, took a moment and closed my eyes, like for a split second, opened my eyes, and the car in front of me, the number plate was cat. I know.
That's wild.
I saw it and I just immediately started sobbing in the car. Aww. Like, what's such a sign? Like, it's going to be fine. Like it's going to be all good, you know? Anyways, but that's like in a vault. The other song in that vault is Ronan. I won't listen to Ronan. It's
Ronan
too
was
much.
sad.
It's too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's different categories, and favourites interchange every week.
Totally.
There's so many Taylor Swift songs. You couldn't just pick 3, I think.
Yeah. I feel the same way about Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran?
Yeah.
You love Ed Sheeran.
I love Ed Sheeran. I realised I was watching him back on podcasts because, of course, like, I edit them all. And I think I've worn my Ed Sheeran to a top, like, majority of the podcast.
I have no Taylor Swift merch. I didn't get any merch.
Why?
Sold out. Number one, it was sold out.
Yeah.
The first day we were in Melbourne, there was like a line, and a friend said it went for like a few hours, which we didn't have. So we missed Saturday. We didn't have time on this. Oh, sorry, missed it on Friday. Didn't have time on the Saturday because we had to get ready for the concert, and by Sunday it was all sold out. So we missed the opportunity. So I don't even have Taylor Swift merch.
Fake fan.
We did buy $20 fake merch at a market, and that was top tier for us.
That's all you need.
That's all you need.
That's all you need.
So yeah.
Well, speaking of merch.
Oh, what a nice segue that was.
Isn't it perfect?
Oh my goodness.
Lexi,
speaking of merch. What?
We have our own merch.
We have our own merch. It is live.
It is hot dropped live.
It is. I'm so excited.
So you've probably noticed that we have a bit of a logo change.
We did, yes.
It was completely out of the blue. We weren't planning on it. Mm-hmm. I quite liked the pink and purple vibes.
I definitely like the vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have a friend in graphic design, so Miko, thank you, Queen.
Thank you so much.
And she just wanted to try a hand, and this is what she came up with, and we're obsessed.
We're obsessed.
So we took it and ran, and I have been researching merch for a long time now.
Mm-hmm.
Couple of months.
It's been a long time coming.
Been a long time coming.
It's you and
A long
me. That's
time.
my whole world. They whisper in the hallway. She's a bad, bad girl. Okay. The whole school is rolling break dice.
Okay.
Taylor Swift song. Sorry. You've not gotten there yet. It's fine. Merch. I'm so excited for this merch. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited for this.
I'm about to buy so many.
I know.
And
so
give to people.
I have a shirt already.
You do. You already have your shirt.
My jumper is on the way. I was going to wear it today, but it just came out the wash because it, like, you know when you buy like new shirts and they have like, you know, you wear it and then you take it off and you're covered in like black fluff.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it was doing. So
Yeah.
I was like, I need to give it a wash. So it was in the wash. So I didn't wear it today. I have a jumper coming, and I'm very excited. And I want to get more.
I'm so excited to
I'm
live
so
in it
excited.
in winter. There's also, is there trackies?
There's trackies, yeah. There's beanies. The beanies and the hats, the other hats, they have the old logo because the new logo... The new logo has a lot of fun colours.
Yes,
It's
it does.
really colourful, really quirky 2000s vibes.
Yeah.
The place that we're
That's
doing
okay.
them...
That's fun.
The place that we're doing the match is through the hats. They only do embroidered.
Right.
And they don't have the correct colours.
Mm-hmm.
So to do the logo. So I had a couple of options. The option was either not do hats at all.
Yep.
But when I spoke to some people about what they wanted to see, hats was up there.
Up there. Yep.
And this was the only way I could see us doing hats without it being completely ugly, basically. So hopefully that's okay with you guys. Yeah, I did extensive research on...
You were so into it. Like, I think I was babysitting a kid one night and you FaceTime and was like, do you like this? I was like, I'm currently working. As soon as this kid's asleep, I will be giving you a call.
I don't think you actually called me in the end.
No, I did.
Oh,
We
did you?
spoke for ages.
Oh, did we? I can't remember.
Because Scott was with us too.
Trauma block.
Oh, God's sakes. We've been talking about trauma blocks today. Everything's a trauma block for Nana. And me.
And me.
And me. Wow, you're really on your game tonight.
We're off today.
We are off. We had to do star jumps before filming
Unreal.
to liven ourselves
We
up.
did.
We did. And honestly, I loved that.
Did you?
That was lots of fun. I had a fun
helped.
time. It definitely helped.
Yeah, so I just want to say about the merch. I've said it like 100 times already, but I did so much research into it, and I just don't want people going into it or like looking at the website, which will obviously be linked in all the bios and the descriptions and whatever. First of all, the prices are super funky.
The prices.
The prices, because it's a US based site, and when putting in the prices, I have to convert it from US to Australian. And so, like, what I wanted to price things didn't line up well, so like everything is just a bit off.
Bear
And
with us while we try and figure it out.
yeah,
Like the early stages of it.
Yeah.
We just wanted to get it to you guys as soon as possible.
'Cause we want it.
We are so super
yeah,
super excited.
we're super excited. But we are.
We
This
are.
is like one things that I wanted. Like when I thought about doing a podcast, having my own merch, like wearing my own merch during the podcast was like, that's like peak. Like I've made it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm very, very excited that it's out. So
Very excited.
everybody run around in your
I can't
bestie
wait
please
until
jumpers.
we both have our jumpers and we can take a photo.
I know.
Cutie little photo.
I will say the best thing about having your own merch store is like you just design the things that you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I
Like,
was.
let's bring out some Stanley cups or something. Like, let's do some.
There's
big,
a wine tumbler on there. I think.
Let's do a big like fucker of a water bottle. Like,
Yeah,
big one with our faces on
with
it.
our faces.
Not the professional logo, just our faces.
Yeah. Like I was looking at the Eras tour and I liked the grayscale one. The black jumper with, like, the grey scale and then on the sleeves and stuff. And I was like, damn, that's so nice. Like, I want to get that. And then I was like, I can make that.
You can make
that,
it.
That could be my merch.
Yep.
And so then I did it, and it was the best thing ever. So that's the jumper that's coming. That's on the website.
It's on the website. It's live, that jumper.
That's live,
the Eras Tour jumper.
The Eras Tour inspired jumper. I feel like Eras Tour is, like, copywritten. So, like, I don't want to get sued.
Yeah, no. Go with
But
that.
it's inspired by.
Inspired by. I'm so excited for that. I'm so excited for that to arrive.
So good.
I'm very, very excited. They've also cut this out if this is not right. The kids' t-shirts.
No, they're on there.
They're on there. We've also got kids' t-shirts.
We do have kids' t-shirts.
Which I'm so excited to order.
A billion of them?
A billion of them, and literally just put them in the kids' bags. Put them in the bags at work.
Yeah.
No, I won't do that. But, like, with people who are listening to the podcast, the parents at the podcast, like...
Hello with her little bestie please shirt.
Oh, my God. Like, Laurie, if you're listening, let me know where you're up to on ACOTAR. The second book in ACOTAR.
Back on that old chestnut, are we?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've got a couple people recently into reading it. And I'm very excited.
We're not making this a book talk episode.
No, we're not. I'm just going to quick honourably mention
that
I was explaining it to someone, the first book to someone. It was actually Zach's sister. I was explaining it to Zach's sister. And she was like, so basically, without giving me any, like, spoilers, like, what am I expecting in ACOTAR? And I was just like, I said the bare minimum. I was like, it's Beauty and the Beast retelling.
Yeah.
I just gave the preface of the first couple chapters, like, told her about, like, Prithian and Tamlin, and she's like, is there a romance in it? And I was like, oh, there's lots of romance in it, like, Feyre, like, will fall in love, and she was like, oh my gosh, with the Beast, like, oh, I'm so excited for that. I'm so excited. And I said, girl, you don't even know what's coming your way. You haven't even started on it. But it was so cool to see someone be like, oh my God, so
Fresh
excited.
eyes.
I'm like, you have no idea what's coming. You've got no clue. That makes me excited.
Yeah.
That sort of stuff.
That's cute.
Yeah.
What else? Pass me my little sheet that's in my handbag?
We do have a little sheet.
I say people have car thoughts.
Shower thoughts.
People have shower thoughts. I have car thoughts.
Car thoughts. See, I'm a bed thoughts person.
Oh, really?
Bed thoughts. In the shower, I've got nothing but what I have to do in the shower. Wash my face.
Yeah.
In the car, I've usually got music on or a podcast.
Yeah.
So there's not really room to think. In bed, when everything is dead quiet, dead silent, and I'm trying to get to bed, that's when my brain goes wild.
Weird.
Yep, goes absolutely wild. So...
But I have
You take the floor.
Thank you. So I, hello? What is... Oh, right. I was like, what have I even written? So I found a piece of rubbish in my car. I found a pen, and I've written what I want to talk about today. Can't even see that. Okay, so merch we talked about.
Do you want to cross it out?
Sure.
Here you go. She's
Merch.
left-handed, so this doesn't bother her at all.
Yep.
Taylor, we've had a brief chat, although I could do a whole episode, let's be real.
I know. It's like books, though, like, we really can't. I think... What?
Nothing.
Nothing! I think I'm out of the Nonna Nina era.
Oh.
And I think I need a handle change.
Okay, let me brainstorm.
Please. I was also going to put it to the viewers.
Nonsense, Nina.
No, that's gross. So, prior to Nonna Nina, in my streamer era, I was Nina's Cozy Corner.
Yes, and I remember this era. I do.
It was a good era.
I do.
But she's moved on.
She's moved on. She's
grown up.
She's grown.
And so now... Nonna Nina was, like, fun. Like, someone called me Nonna. I hope this car behind me can get out because they're leaving.
Marie's house.
That's fucking stupid.
Do you think so? I think that's kind of, like, fun. Marie's house.
I'm out of the Nonna Nina era, I think.
Okay. So, what do you need your handle to be similar?
So, the handles will be on... The handles will be on Instagram.
Yes.
TikTok.
Okay.
And probably Twitch.
Okay.
Because they're kind of all interconnected.
Okay. I'm trying to, like, think back into any nickname I've ever called you.
There's not much.
I call you Neens.
Everyone calls me Neens. Sneens. Sneens was up there for a while.
Sneens.
Sneens.
I call you Neens. Neeny noo.
Neeny noo.
Neeny noo.
Noo.
Neeny noo. What else do I call you? I just call you Neens, really. That's kind of like the primary one.
Everyone calls me Neens.
Neens.
Like Neens.
Neens. Neens. I guess so. I've never really thought about the spelling.
Because I feel like if it's Nins, it'd be Nins.
Nins, yeah. Neens. It's an E.
It's got to be E.
Yeah.
I know. So I don't know. Just something to think about.
Maybe we'll throw it out to the creative
if you had
people.
anything like off the top of your head.
Off the top of my head?
Yeah, like if you had anything.
I don't. I can't think. But I'm terrible with this. That's why my handle is Alexia Branton.
Yeah. I don't want to use my name if I can avoid it.
Yeah.
Just for privacy reasons. And that's about it, really.
Maybe we'll leave it to the creative people on the internet. Because, let's be real, I'm not that creative.
Same.
Yep. What was something... We were at dinner and we said we wanted to talk about something.
Baby names.
Yes, we did. Oh my gosh. So I would love to throw this out here. Me and my partner, Zach, even before we started dating, we've been dating we're in our 5th year of dating. Before I even met him, I'm obsessed with finding names and accumulating a list of names that I loved for my future kids.
I feel like that's pretty normal.
That's pretty normal, right? But even before I even had a partner, I was fixated on what I was going to call my kids.
Yeah, fair enough.
So when we started dating, we were comfortably dating probably a year and a half in, and we were just throwing names out. We actually we did Build-A-Bears for our 1st year anniversary. We made Build-A-Bears for each other.
That's cute.
Thank you so much. And we called them names that we knew the other person didn't like. Oh. So we were talking about names for children and whatever. Are you okay?
I just can't stop yawning now.
Yeah, what's going on?
Sorry about that.
Just having open conversations about what names we like and don't like, just having fun with it, because it's a fun thing to talk about, names that you like, and just trying to suss it out with a partner. So I, for a very long time, have liked the name Ronan for a boy. Ronan.
Not the song.
No, it wasn't named after the song. Okay. I just liked the name Ronan.
Sure.
And Zach hates that name, so I named his Build-A-Bear Ronan. And then I cannot believe, and he will deny this, but it's on the fucking Build-A-Bear certificate, so he can't say it's not the truth. But he actually suggested the name Samantha.
What's wrong with Samantha?
I just don't like it.
Okay.
I just don't vibe with that at all. Okay. But he suggested Samantha, and then he named my Build-A-Bear Samantha. So
I like the name Samantha.
Okay.
To each their own.
Sorry to anyone called Samantha. It's just not what I would choose. I would not choose that as my child's name. But, so I've been accumulating a list, and one day Zach just had this epiphany, and he has a name. I'm not going to say it.
Can you whisper it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you can hear that, can you bleep
Yeah.
Okay. He woke up one morning and was like, I want this name for my daughter. I don't know why this has come over me, but I really like this name for a daughter. I can really envision it. I hated it initially. I was like, no, I'm not a fan. I was definitely thinking I was going to go down the alternate route of names for kids, just because I thought they were pretty, and then...
Like what? Like a Lola?
Not even that, Fawn.
Oh.
Sunday. I was obsessed with Sunday for a long time.
Oh, okay. Sunday. Yep.
Sorry if these are your names. Did that. This is 4 years ago. I was River, Forest, Elsie.
There's 100 rivers now. Yep.
Yeah. I thought I was going to do alternate names, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then after time went on, I kind of realised how much the name Zach was saying was coming back into conversation, and I kept hearing it everywhere, and I was like, wow, I actually think I really like that. So I told Zach, I was like, I really like it, let's pencil it in.
Let's pencil it in. Sorry, I'm just gonna see if we can get some light, because we've lost our daylight here.
We have. I found myself really liking this name.
Yes.
Found myself liking it a lot. Mm-hmm. Told Zach, I was like, I think this is it. Like, I think I really feel strongly towards this name.
Yeah.
And then, this was honestly 3 years ago we had this conversation, and this name has just stuck. Like, it has absolutely stuck. Like, there is no denying that this is what's going to happen. Like, when we refer to, like, how we are going to, like, parent our kids or raise our kids or what we want for our kids, we will refer to our children as
I think that's crazy.
Some people do think that, but I don't know what it is. I had a dream one night where I had a daughter called this name, and like that really cemented it for me. Like, you know, when you have such a realistic dream.
Yeah, but I had a dream that I had a son. This is well before I was pregnant. I had a dream that I had a son named Isaac.
Right.
I'm never having any more kids.
Okay.
Not saying that.
But your psychic didn't tell you that, though. That was just a dream.
That was just a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where that might be true, and dreams are just whatever.
No. I'm not saying... No, I think some dreams are true. I'm just saying that's the dream I had.
Well, even if, like... I just think that it's become a thing now. Yeah. That, like... And I feel... It's not just, like, a thing as in, like, oh, that's just what we've always said. Like... Yeah. I feel such a attachment to it now.
I just think, like...
But the bottom line is it okay to name your children before they're born? Or even planned?
I think yes. But for me personally, I don't think you can really know until you see them.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
Ella, for example, so her full name is Eleanor.
Yes.
And we always really liked the name Eleanor. Eleanor was the top of our list, but it was at the top of our list for Ellie. We loved the name Ellie. Even like Eliana was right up there as well. But we had a list of other names that we really liked because we just weren't sure. And then out she popped and Scott whipped out, and we hadn't even talked about Ella. Like, same vibe, but we hadn't even discussed it. And then he was like, oh no, she's an Ella.
An Ella. That's
and she's
crazy.
An Ella. And
she
she's
is.
An Ella.
She is.
But I have to have long names that are shortened. Like, I can't do short names as names.
Right.
Personally.
Okay. I've actually been having this conversation with Zach over the past couple months. Just not even a conversation, just being like, how do we know? Like, because we've got other names that we really like as well. We're not planning on having kids, by the way, like, anytime soon.
Yeah.
We're not even married, and I'd like to be married before I have kids, but I don't think it matters, but...
I don't think having a list is a bad thing. I think just keep an open mind. You can absolutely, in my personal opinion, and everyone is free to do what they want. Like, I'm not saying, anyway is right or wrong.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion and experience with my one child, I think have the one that you like. I think you can have the top of your list.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
But I think, like, also just, like, have some backups. Because even Scott...
We have 3 for each. So we've got 3 girl names, 3 boy names, and then we've got the top of them both. Yeah. And then if I have 2 girls, then when she comes out, we'll decide if it's going to be...
well, even Scott, like, his mum was saying, like, he was supposed to be a Bradley.
I was meant to be Terrapie if I was a boy. Dead set Terrapie.
Dead ass.
Dead ass. My name was going to be Terrapie if I was a boy.
Oh.
I know.
Why?
Because it was one of my dad's friends' brothers or something like that who passed away. There's a sad story to it.
Oh, that's
something.
sad.
I can't remember if that's me or my sister.
Unfortunate name.
That is so bad. I would have been Terry.
Oh, Terry.
Yuck.
I think we need to, like, end this early. This lighting ain't it. Look at your face.
I don't think it's that bad. I think it'll be totally...
I think it's pretty bad. Alright. We're going to cut short because this is not good.
I think we've been filming for a while too. We've cut and stopped a lot.
Yeah. I'll
mash it together.
Alright, quick.
Bestie advice.
Yeah.
Make a baby names list with your partner. It can be soper.
Sarper.
It could be super fun. It can also start an argument. It's up to you. It's up to you.
If you listen to the Scott and me episode, we like a good argument.
You guys like a good argument. But I think accumulating a baby names list is equal parts exciting, and you also get to, like, feel out the vibe from your partner as well.
Yeah.
Or even what you like as well. If you do it on your own, you can feel out what you like and don't like. Because you'd be surprised at some beautiful names that you're just like, no.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Do you know, if you've got a partner and you guys are thinking about baby names, there's an app that's like Tinder. And you can, like, swipe left and right. I don't know what it's called off the top of my head. I'm sure if you Google it, you could find
wild,
it.
But I will be downloading that. That's so fun.
And then that's what my friends Brad and Courtney did.
That's
for
so
their
funny.
baby. And they just, like, swiped.
What's your baby's name?
Lucas.
Lucas. Oh, crap.
Yeah. My bestie advice is... I actually don't even know.
Listen to Taylor Swift and make an album.
Okay, my bestie advice is to listen to Taylor
You don't have to do that. You don't. I was just being funny.
No, my bestie advice is to keep an open mind about music.
Ooh, that's a really good one.
Yeah, and just, you know, just because you hear a couple of songs from an artist that you might not particularly be fond of, you know, there might be other songs. Or, you know, if you find that this is what I did with Lewis Capaldi, right? I didn't realise they were all him. Like, there were songs that I'd heard and I was like, I really like all of these songs. And then I realised that they were all by Lewis Capaldi.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I think I'm a fan. And then I listened to his discography and I was like, oh, no, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Music's beautiful that way.
Also, if you are a Swiftie, just adding this in, Taylor Swift said this thing once, and it was, I can't remember it, it's a TikTok sound now, but it's like, don't let people make you feel dumb or stupid or pathetic for being excited about things that people aren't usually excited about.
Yeah.
Like, I feel that way with Taylor Swift because you either love her or you hate her. And bringing her up in a social setting, it can either be really positive or really, like, negative. And I don't think you should ever have to apologise about liking something that makes you feel happy or excited. So
unless
don't fall into the stereotype or what the media says about someone. If you enjoy that person, then you just simply enjoy that person.
Yep. Unless they're completely awful.
Yeah, unless they're like psychopaths and convicted murderers or whatever.
You know,
maybe
that kind of
don't support them like that.
Maybe
you know?
don't.
I'm loving the lighting, by the way.
The lighting is getting shocking.
It's getting worse.
Okay. Where can they find you?
Y'all can find me on Instagram, alexia.branton.
And you can find me at the moment it's _Nina_ still, but we'll find out.
We'll let you know if it changes.
We'll let you know if it changes, and they can find us
at Bestie Please Pod on all platforms. That's the word.
I was going to say everywhere, and then you went all, and I was like...
I forgot. I was going to say all services, but that's not right.
Well,
it's kind of platforms.
All platforms.
Yeah.
Make sure you watch the tubes.
Yep. Just so you guys can see me before we go.
This is not the vibe. Okay, bye.